A very good morning. This is Justine Kapani, the founder and CEO of I'm Decon Design. We're in the business of designing, manufacturing, and supplying home and office decor and interior solutions. And it's a Sunday, and I'm up to some good fun and city adventure and stuff. And as I do this, I'm doing a share because I was reading this set of lines before this and in my car, and it's so very close to how I usually feel, and I normally advise and suggest people to do this if they really want to kind of have a great day or feel positive about stuff around them and life and stuff. So this is a chapter called the 16th station. It's called Nostalgia or Memories, and the caption is Returning to Your Source of Happiness. So I just happened to take a walk here, and I was walking through this one area, which I remember when I first got acquainted to this lady who stays here in my neighborhood. I used to look at that tree outside her house, and uh, I would think about my childhood days and stuff, and that tree would remind me of my grandparents' house. So this share is inspired from this, where there is this. This side, yeah. This is unedited, yeah. This way, yeah. So there is this thought share by an architect designer, and he talks about originality, which is Antony Gaudi. So if you see structures around you and stuff, something or the other, you will kind of start relating it to probably something or the other you've seen in some country, some city. Like a lot of people international in India relate to Taj Mahal. The moment they see the marble and everything, they're like Taj Mahal. The moment you see a red stone, you think about probably Jama Masjid or some other buildings and stuff. You look at glass facades and buildings, you'll think about CP. You look at the white imperial ones, you'll think about Janpat and Imperial Hotel and other places you've been to and stuff and all. So this is a memory or something which comes back and stuff. And he says that originality consists of returning to the origin, and a singer has already composed one idea which says that whoever loses their roots loses their identity. So now when I related to that tree there, it's got these beautiful white flowers, and I just shared it. Reminded me of my childhood and stuff. So this is what the authors also shared here, that if you want to kind of feel good about the day, and if you want to feel good about what's around you and stuff, try and connect it to certain memories or nostalgia which makes you feel good about your identity. Say for example, there's a certain perfume you've grown up on, there is a certain you know um, flavor of ice cream you've grown up on, or alcohol, or probably some clothes, or maybe some art, maybe some music, maybe some nature walk or something. So try and think more of those, because what happens is that as we are adulting, or as we are growing, or we are passing through the journey of life and stuff and all that, we stop looking at where we actually started from and stuff. So the author is saying that a portable happiness reserve is when human beings are kind of looking at their memories which are of a social nature, and they are connecting it to their present, and as a result of that they are able to recall more positive memories and feelings, and then they start aiming to make better ones and to make good ones and stuff. Okay, so everybody has memories, good and bad. Yeah, I mean, in school, college, relationships, office, work, your personal life, with your pets, with your grandparents, with children, with the elders, with the world. We have memories, right? And people we meet all across the world. Say today I go to the church and I meet a few friends there. I'm going to carry that memory with me, right? So the point is this, that the author and I both recommend people to get back to their roots, because once you kind of get back to your roots, you start not feeling so bad and sad about the world and stuff, but you start understanding that there is a sense of connection with what is around you and stuff, and that helps you kind of also recall or retrieve your happy memories and stuff. And as a result of that, what happens, you start feeling good. You were in your parents' arms, your dad took you in my case, say I have a lot of memories. It took me for a flight and travel a lot of places and stuff. And we lived all across the world and stuff, you know. So when you start thinking about all of that, you kind of start looking at the positive of your parents and people in your family and stuff. So it's easy and I mean, it's easy, and sometimes, you know, I mean, other people make other people look not so great and stuff, but the point is, it's your task, it's your own self work, where you do away with that thought process of other people, and you focus more on the positive of, let's say, your relatives, let's say your colleague, let's say the political leaders, let's look at people in your image and environment and stuff, because sometimes these are just these thoughts of other people and stuff, and you may not even find that all true and stuff. Of course, if a lot of people are talking negative and bad about certain set of people and stuff, always a wake up call and stuff. So the point is not to talk about negativity, but the point is to kind of look at experiences which are beneficial for your health, which help you achieve your objectives, and help you recall those positive memories and feelings, like I said, which make you kind of have better experiences. And you know, I firmly believe in this. It makes you move forward. So when you're writing a book, when you're recording a video, when you're kind of sitting in a certain environment, you may have a recall of memories and stuff and all that. When you take a look at the pictures in your photo frames, or you look at art, or you look at the family albums and stuff, there's so much happening. And with social media, you know, every day you look at the memories and you recall everything, you know. But the point is, look at those which make you feel better, which make you feel stronger, and which are actually useful to people around you, because just like you, other people are also longing to create new memories and stuff. So talking only about the sad, talking only about the miserable, talking only about the unhealthy, talking only about the unpleasant, talking only about those which anger you, or which remind you of the bad scenarios, doesn't make sense and stuff. So if you have someone in your environment, or you have someone in your family, or at your work, or where you are, and people are constantly talking about the negatives and stuff, always a good idea to just flush it and walk away, because you know, we are here to kind of have good experiences and enjoy life as well, you know. So question yourself a few times when you see those travel souvenirs, when you see your diaries, when you close your eyes, you look back. What are the life's greatest memories and hits that you've had? And what are the times when you actually felt happy and fulfilled? And when you have those happy memories, or you have those great things coming before you and stuff, always a good idea to throw yourself into a new adventure and go forward for the sake of these new memories and stuff. So that tree reminded me of my childhood and stuff, and it just struck a chord with me. And now as I sit here, there's a banana tree here and stuff, you know. So a lot of memories around banana trees as well. Good food and the weather, and saga with my friends, and South Indian weddings and my childhood and stuff, and my places of work and stuff, you know. So the point is to not shut yourself off, and let the stuff come to you. So if there's good stuff happening, let it come. If there's bad stuff happening, let it come. Avoid fighting it, you know. So I normally advise this to people, that if you look at yourself in a mirror, what does the mirror show you? You know, the mirror shows you what you are. So whatever you're thinking about is considered a mirror. And the point is, if you want to change if you change your makeup and you put some lipstick or mascara, or you have some liner, or you have a nice hairdo and stuff, what does the mirror show you? Something good, right? So the same logic, or the same analogy, or the same perspective applied to your thought process helps. So you have a choice. Either you keep recalling or remembering the negative, and you know, the mirror gets dirtier, or you keep polishing and you keep thinking about the positive, and the mirror gets cleaner, you know. So love it, luck, and take care, and have fun, have a blast, enjoy yourself, and let the memories flow, let the good things come to you. Try and relate yourself and associate yourself, because like everybody, even you would have had some memories and stuff. So if you've closed down by talking only negative about those, think about the positive stuff. Few years later, like 10 years later, 20 years later, 5 years later, what's going to happen? You know, you're going to carry more of positivity and less of negativity. So love and luck, and take care, have fun, have a blast, enjoy yourself. I'm on jkapani@gmail.com, justinekapani.im@gmail.com, and justinekapanioffice@gmail.com. Thank you for writing in. and less likes means less replying, less time on social media, and more talking on probably email or WhatsApp or on the phone and stuff, which I really appreciate. So love and luck and take care, have fun, have a blast. And this book is called Ikigai. It's one of my favorites, you know. I mean, I would have read about, I don't know how many books I have, but the point is, you read this and you kind of start connecting with it and stuff. And it also says avoid complainers and criticizers because they're only targeting you with their criticism and negativity, and they affect, inject, and sometimes it's too late because you kind of start becoming a part and parcel of it and stuff, and you're not able to detect that maybe the hurdle in your way is those negative people, those negative thinkers and stuff. So always a good idea to uh, not get tired, not get irritated, not get de-spirited, but in other words, not feel worse, but feel better. So associate with better, think better. Even if you have to be alone, be alone. You know, sleep more. If you don't have company, read a book, watch a movie, step out, go for a walk, get a pet, join a hobby class, make some new friends and stuff, and that's how your life changes. You know. So these are in a way transformational lessons also on how to think. Yeah, because जो इधर है वो बाहर दिखता है. Yeah, so love and luck and take and have fun and have a blast. Bye bye. Cheers. Yeah.